George
Oh,
Lucas
director.
murders someone.
Murders.
You want the original cut? Well, this is what I'll do to you.
GL, baby.
What the? Oh, god dang it, son of a bitch. If I find out who wrote this prompt, I'm going to find you. I am going to find you, and I'm going to hurt you. Not really. I was just trying to be funny. I feel weird coming back to this film. I really do, because I watched it when I was younger. I think it was 16 when this came out. Yeah, 16, 17. And this was like right after Keanu Reeves was done with the Matrix franchise. And yeah, I wanted to see it because it looked interesting. It had occult stuff in it that I was interested in at the time. And me and my dad went and watched it, and me and my dad both liked it. Now, here's the thing. I remember this film got trashed for a long time because of the deviations from the Hellblazer, John Constantine graphic novels and comic books, which, you know, interestingly enough, you know, the character John Constantine, the version that we get in the comics and in the TV series, are based on Alan Moore. You know, Alan Moore's like version of John Constantine is blonde-haired. He's English as well. That's the other thing. And yeah, it's he dresses in like a brown coat. He also is like a chain smoker. Yeah, that's the other thing. I think that's actually the one thing they have in common with this version of Constantine, is that you know, both John Constantines are chain smokers. Well, that, and they both deal with the occult, but that's in terms of like character outside of their occupation. Yeah, the more I read on the John Constantine graphic novels and comics, the more I really just I didn't dislike this film, but I became confused as to the existence and like this film and how it came to be. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. But I liked it. I thought there were a lot of really good things about it. I thought that the actor Peter Stormare, who played Satan, was really good. I liked him a lot. He was genuinely creepy, genuinely just like sniveling. Just his presentation was very good. Some of the graphics in this are very dated, and some of the action has been done before. I mean, some of the actions and some of like the set pieces have been executed before, and I don't know. I don't know what I'll have to go back and watch it again because it's been quite a few years since I've watched it. But yeah, there's a lot of actually really good actors who are in this, and I honestly have heard that Keanu Reeves said he'd be open to doing another Constantine movie, but knowing the Constantine TV series and, you know, Lucifer and all that, which that's the other thing. I know that Lucifer, the show that me and Quinn are reacting to, is technically connected with Constantine. Yeah, I mean, it's very strange, you know, and the fact that Neil Gaiman has basically absorbed John Constantine into the Sandman and the Sandman franchise. That's actually pretty cool. And also his rendition of Sandman, which comes out soon. I'm interested to see what Neil Gaiman's going to do, but anyway, we got the Nostalgia Critics review of Constantine pulled up here. Let's go ahead and get it up on screen, and let's give it a watch. Here we go.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. So, when did this guy turn into the most awesome actor alive? Don't get me wrong, I hear Keanu Reeves is an awesome human being and everything, but I'm talking specifically about him as an entertainer. In the post-Bill and Ted days, it was like pulling teeth to get a performance that wasn't stilted and wooden. In fact, it's still rumored that the Matrix films were shot with a tree and shades. In recent years, though, the guy has become a non-stop bulldozer of ass-kicking cool. From his amazing acting and fighting in the John Wick films, to his...
I think the John Wick films are what cemented it. I think in all honesty, the John Wick films are what made Keanu Reeves like epic level in the modern lexicon.
Hilarious cameos he makes in films like Always Be My Maybe, to even making kids laugh in Toy Story sequels. Yeah, I said sequels, that's cute, you think there won't be more. Somewhere the guy went from box office boredom to box office fire. And you know what? Good for him. It's great when an actor not only hits a second wind, but it's 10 times more entertaining than the first wind he started out with. Which makes it all the more fun to discuss his winds of passing with his epic little flopbusters he's done in the past.
Hey, Scanner Darkly was actually pretty good, man. It was a trip, dude. But I liked it. Also, 47 Ronin had its moments, but yeah, it was not the best.
Like Constantine!
I don't consider this, actually, I don't think was a flop. Hold on. How much money did this make, and how much did it, did it lose money? Let's see. Constantine. Film, there it is. Budget of $70 to $100 million. Box office $230 million. It wasn't a flop. It wasn't a flop. It was actually pretty good. It made its money back. Probably didn't make as big of a profit, but it made money back. It made its money back, and yeah, that's actually pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't consider this a flop, not at all.
Released in 2005, the comic book-based epic did little to win over fans, critics, or your average moviegoer. Back in the day when people were saying less, "Oh, a Keanu Reeves movie," and more, "Oh, a Keanu Reeves movie." This was one of the biggest box office low points in Reeves' career. Some would say this wasn't a shock, as the movie had about as much personality as Reeves'
It made its money back. It made it more than... Oh, fuck. Sorry. Let me rewind that.
Released in 2005, the comic book-based epic did little to win over fans, critics, or your average moviegoer. Back in the day when people were saying less, "Oh, a Keanu Reeves movie," and more, "Oh, a Keanu Reeves movie." This was one of the biggest box office low points in Reeves' career. Some would say this wasn't a shock.
Again, it made its money back. It literally made it more than made its money back. Oh, damn it. Hold on. Make sure just to make sure. I'm not going freaking crazy here. Yeah, so we're good. I mean, honestly, hold on. Yeah, Francis Lawrence directed this, and Francis Lawrence is actually a pretty good director. I mean, it has its positives. It has more positives than negatives, in my opinion. I give it like a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10 potentially.
Shock, as the movie had about as much personality as Reeves' acting did at the time, which is somewhere in the mathematical ballpark of how many nutrients a KFC Cheeto sandwich has. Well, we can certainly smile now knowing Reeves' career has made an explosive comeback. It is interesting to marvel at what a deep yet dull pit he had to climb out of. Is that pit deep enough to reach the flames of HE double hockey stick? Or is it too boring to even pull that off? Well, let's take a look. This is a movie so bad nobody else could possibly make a comeback from it. Except her. Maybe her. Give me something! Thank you.
Well, I was gonna say, LaBeouf didn't make a comeback. Instead, his star just only shot up after this. Because keep in mind, the Transformers movies came after this, and yeah, I know, Transformers movie. But he made it. He made his money, and now he's just gone insane.
This is Constantine.
Also, Rachel Weisz.
Ooh, it's Warner Brothers after they
I always
released
found her to
Crimes of
be, like, very
Grindelwald.
beautiful. Spear of Destiny.
Great. Now I'm just wishing this was a Wolfenstein movie. Whoa, Finstein. We open on two guys outside a burnt-down church discovering an artifact wrapped in a Nazi flag. You know, you gotta be careful in the wide-open desert. An incredibly quiet car at top speed might sneak up on you. Hence the traffic signs.
I was going to say, that visual right there, though, was actually really cool. And I think if you would have had, like, I do agree with with Doug saying right there, you know, that car just coming out of nowhere and not hearing it. Honestly, I would have loved it if you'd have had, like, the character's ears were ringing or something, and that could have masked it. You know, the character's ears ringing, and he just walks off. He doesn't hear his friend, but you can hear his friend, like, yelling at him. He's like, Miguel! And then just boom. But, yeah. Anyway.
Away without a scratch, though, as we cut to an apartment being approached by a man putting his cigarette out on the camera, as it looks like this man is Constantine, played by Reeves. Apparently a girl is possessed, and he's there to beat the Satan out of her.
This is Constantine.
Faker. She just wanted Reeves to thrust himself on her bed. Few people know the best way to conduct an exorcism is by punching.
I need a mirror.
I have to make sure my hair didn't defluff mid-punch.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, he punched our daughter. He must know what he's doing. They place a mirror above her as that somehow transports the demon inside.
For your boss.
The power of Christ make you sit and spin, asshole!
Yeah, I think that was pretty dumb.
At this point, you have to wonder if the E in Wile E. Coyote stands for exorcist, because
I think that was pretty dumb, you know, them having to, like, pull it and everything. All they had to do was just tilt the mirror sideways just a little bit, like that right there. Just tilt the mirror sideways, and then just throw it out the window. Just yeet. But nah, instead they did this here. I don't know why.
they have very similar ways of doing things. The mirror is destroyed and the girl is saved, but that doesn't mean he has to stop brooding. Take that, you stupid lighter. I like to close hard. Okay, audience, just look at my angst for 7 seconds. Okay, good. Rachel Weisz plays a detective named Angela who thinks she has a sixth sense in finding and killing criminals. She has a twin sister named Isabel in a super secure mental ward that only failed to stop 12 people jumping to their deaths this week. Meanwhile, at the same establishment, Constantine sees he has lung cancer, to which his doctor calms him down with her comforting words.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I think it's because that doctor knows John, and she knows, like, not to bullshit him. I think that could be a character. You know, she's aware of, like, how his character is. It's just like, huh? You wouldn't be the first, John.
Well, that's an amazing bedside manner.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I mean, look on the bright side. Shut up. Angela goes to see her dead sister and refuses to believe it was suicide.
Hold the door. You going down?
And if I can help it.
Yeah, well, 2019 me would make that sound cool. Meanwhile, at big brooding
that was
Low
big.
apartments. Jesus, how much money do exorcists make?
Well, if the buildings are condemned, I mean, they don't really have to pay anything at all. Come to think of it, yeah, sorry.
Q comes along to give him some holy weapons. I know technically his name isn't Q, but yes it is.
It's Beeman. Beeman, that's it. Oh, for God's sakes.
Exactly with you and bugs. I just like them.
It's dragon's breath.
Ah, yes. Stories of heaven and hell, exorcisms, and angels often have dragons in them. What Bible did you reference? The Hop?
There's dragons that are referenced in the Bible. Job actually speaks of dragons, and also Satan is also referred to as the dragon. I mean, that's commonplace. I'm not sure what Doug's religious philosophy is. If he's not aware of that, then that's fine. But still, yeah, the dragons are in the Bible. I mean, anyway.
Hobbit?
This is Kramer. Chaz Kramer, asshole.
Meanwhile, Shia LaBeouf plays a taxi driver named Chaz Kramer, because of course Shia LaBeouf plays a taxi driver named Chaz Kramer, who takes on the role of annoying sidekick. Because of course he takes on the role of annoying sidekick.
How much longer do I have to be your slave, John?
You're not my slave, Chaz. You're my very appreciated apprentice.
It's funny, this exact conversation took place between him and Michael Bay in the Transformers movies.
Ooh. Oh, Jesus.
Constantine goes to talk to the angel Gabriel, played by Tilda Swinton, to see if he can get his time on Earth extended. Also, a get-out-of-hell free card would be nice.
He's still trying to buy your way into heaven?
Haven't I served him enough? What does he want from me?
I told you a million times, Bill and Ted 3!
Which we got now, so there you go. John Constantine is free.
Everything you've ever done, you've only ever done for yourself.
You're the one who should go to hell, half-breed.
Aslan-killing bitch!
And you...
Oof. Oh God, I keep forgetting all the amazing stuff Tilda Swinton's been in. She's just a marvel she's a marvelous actress.
You're going to go to hell because of the life you took. You're fucked.
Go with God, or whatever. Constantine goes to... Oh, what do you think he's doing? Brooding? Yeah, he's brooding. Chevy, our billboards are cryptic if you only read half of them.
Wonder how much Chevy got paid. How much Chevy paid them to put that in there. Product placement. It's just like it'll literally take up the entire screen. Okay, and then yeah, that's actually pretty smart. I like that.
Hey.
That's good, clever product placement.
Buddy, got a light?
But a person made entirely of bugs. You know, maybe it could be his origin story. Starts attacking him.
Oogie boogie, I'm the oogie boogie man. But yeah, this is actually a demon right here.
On the street. I think it's supposed to be scary, but honestly, I'm waiting for Matthew Lillard and Sarah Michelle Gellar to rip a mask off him. Of course. Cars! Every demon's Achilles heel! Hell, that should have been the Chevy billboard. It'd be a great challenge for car dealers.
I know where you're going. You're going to Midnight's.
He goes to a bar described as...
Papa Midnight.
what is it described as?
It's a haven for those who rise and those who fall. I remember reading about this joint.
Even if LaBeouf didn't say it, it sounds stupid. As gaining entrance is saying what's behind a card without looking at it.
2 frogs on a bench.
2 frogs on a bench. Close.
Could there be a buzzer to shock him? I think most movie-going experiences would be better with that.
It's a gerbil on a hill.
Even if he's not in the movie. He sees a guy
Dog
named
in a
Midnight,
dress
played
on
by
a hill.
Jaimin Hansu, as he
Or it was a dog in a dress on a hill.
tries to figure out what's going on in the demon world.
Something's coming. Spooky. Balthazar. Made my entire night.
You know the rules of my house. While here, you will.
Can you move that thing, that rocking thing, please? Oh, I mean, Genius, maybe?
I think it's just the best take that they had. I mean, I guarantee you that felt like, I think Jaimin Hansu hit the table so hard it fell down, and I think that's an editor's choice. I mean, Francis Lawrence probably saw it and was just like, that's probably the best shot. That's because you get so many takes. I mean, especially depending on how long you have Jaimin Hansu for. Because I remember during this time, this is when he was doing like Blood Diamond, and his star was on the rise. I love Jaimin Hansu, by the way. I love his like emotion. I love just what he evokes with his performances. Always gets me. Sorry. Anyway.
You're on your way down. Fresh meat. Think looking good.
Okay, now I'm just thinking as embarrassing as some of these line deliveries are, how much more embarrassing they'd be if Shia LaBeouf delivered them. Finger looking good! I'm sorry, it's been years since I've made a Shia LaBeouf joke. It's like visiting an old friend.
Oh my god.
So Angela thinks she may get some answers from Constantine in figuring out what happened to her sister.
I've heard your name around the precinct. I know the circles you travel in, the occult, demonology, exorcisms.
I mean, what do you think we talk about the precinct? Drug bust? Homicide?
Well, I mean, they do have, like, divisions that are dedicated to, like, demonology and, like, the occult, stuff like that, because there are people that kill because of the occult. It's a thing.
I thought that with your background, you could at least point me in the right direction.
Sure.
Keanu Reeves pointing at door will be right back.
My sister was a devout Catholic. That means if she'd taken her own life...
Her soul would go straight to hell, where she'd be ripped apart.
Punching a
over
one-way
and
ticket,
over,
yeah.
Screaming brutal agony. That about right?
You seem like a sweet guy. How you single? Constantine gets a vision, though, that convinces him to listen to her.
What if I told you that God and the devil made a wager? A kind of standing bet for the souls of all mankind.
I'd say Neil Gaiman needed a paycheck.
funnily enough, that's actually what happened. Neil Gaiman literally just like absorbed the Constantine storyline and just made it into his new Sandman universe. I mean, Neil Gaiman's like infamous for that. You know, it's just like it. Me and Chad both love Neil Gaiman's work. We actually are developing something that's similar to that, but it's also based on. I wonder if Neil Gaiman got the idea because he played Shin Megami Tensei. I wonder about that. Yeah, SMT or Persona. I wonder if he got the ideas from that. It's amazing where people get their ideas or how they can spawn up individually. But yeah, Shin Megami Tensei and Neil Gaiman. Basically, our story that me and Chad are coming up with is like Shin Megami Tensei and Neil Gaiman's concepts had a baby, basically.
But the lights go off and Constantine senses something is coming. Oh god, it's worse than hell. It's a Max Payne sequel. Make sure Mila Kunis' schedule is full.
Oh my god.
I believe she wouldn't commit suicide.
Never in a million years.
Let's see if she's in hell.
Boss! 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 So Keanu Reeves puts his feet in a pot of water while holding a cat. I feel like that's a caption contest. As he asks Angela to leave the apartment.
Can be.
He always says that before the director yells action. So it turns out holding a cat while setting your feet in a pot of water does send you to hell. Yeah, I was close.
You just have to
I was
know
holding
how
a
to do it.
chihuahua while standing in the toilet of people.
Wait, is that a real picture? I know the chihuahua's not real, but is that a real picture, Doug? I think that's a real picture. Minus the chihuahua, of course. But honestly, in terms of like going to hell and everything, the portrayal of hell in this is similar to like the Judeo-Christian hell, the Judeo-Christian hell, and a mix between Lucifer's like vision of hell. Lucifer's vision of hell is literally people redoing and reliving their worst mistakes and their biggest regrets over and over and over again. And I think what happens with Isabel here is basically just, I would say, is just, it's that, plus you can also see the writhing masses underneath where John is walking. And that is like a proper representation of the Judeo-Christian hell, where it's literally just a pit of torment where the masses are just all piled on top of each other. You can't die. You feel all the pain, and it never stops, basically.
GP juice. As he discovers Angela's sister is there, they're performing the incredible torture of just letting her stand there. Bastards!
That's her reliving her worst regret, her killing herself.
Ah, that feeling when you have a better hell than Spawn, but not by much. He grabs her paper bracelet and brings it back to show that she really is down there. Which begs the question, did the paper bracelet go to hell? Did the hospital gown not fit the Pope? How does this work?
It's basically what you die in, you manifest in hell, and thus you are actually able to, like, if you actually physically come back from hell, you're actually able to bring it back with you. The rules are a bit weird, but yeah, that's the thing. I mean, Doug basically plucked that from hell.
How is this possible?
John basically plucked that from hell. Jesus. Sorry, guys. It's very late, and I am very tired. It's currently 1:43 in the morning.
I need to eat.
Despite my performance, I am in fact human.
Yeah.
Nothing like quenching that inner pits of damnation journey with pancakes. What'd you think IHOP stood for?
What?
I could see.
International hell pancakes. Hey, I want pancakes. I love pancakes. Pancakes and waffles. Love them both.
Things you shouldn't have to see.
He talks about how he tried to kill himself due to his visions of demons and his parents not believing him.
Officially, I was dead for 2 minutes. Take it from me, 2 minutes in hell is a lifetime.
It's like hearing a dad joke. Lasts only 2 minutes, but feels like an eternity of torture.
Oh.
They go to where Isabel died to see if there's any clues she left behind. Here's a fun scene. 2005 Keanu Reeves trying to act angry.
She thought enough right you. Right where you're standing. She knew you'd come. She counted on you to see what she saw.
Sorry, I didn't mean to raise my voice like that. As a detective, I'm totally cool with you manhandling me like a pimp looking for a stolen 20.
What did she do, Angela? You know what she did. What are you afraid of? What did she do, Angela? What did she do?
I don't know!
Well, you don't need to yell. Sheesh. They find a Bible verse written on the window, because in both night and day, nobody noticed that. But they figure out the verse.
Well, it's hot. Well, no, you can hide it pretty easily, if, especially if it's just, written on there, and if they didn't do a scan on the window, yeah, they wouldn't notice it.
Verse doesn't exist.
Corinthians goes to 21x in the Bible in hell.
They have Bibles in hell.
Don't say it like that. This movie's supposed to be serious. That's literally the line written. Oh, well, yeah.
Call it the Tome of the Antichrist, basically. That's what I always called it that. The Tome of the Antichrist, because the Bible is basically just like, it is a representation of like the divine, heavenly, whereas the Tome of the Antichrist is basically the, speaks of the coming of Damien, the son of Satan.
They just so happen to have the bad book, and the passage doesn't look good.
The sins of the father would only be exceeded by the sins of the son.
Sign of Mammon, the son of the
Mammon.
devil.
That's impossible! Detective Schwarzenegger solved this in 1999.
Oh my
the year
God.
of the devil.
End of days.
Upside down. +1.
Hello, pointless breast shot. Goodbye, pointless breast shot. That's one of my favorite, little one-off jokes that Doug did in that one. It was just, yeah, End of Days was a pretty good film. I liked End of Days all right. But yeah, it was kind of stupid. You think you're worse than me? You're a choir boy. I was like, saying that to the devil himself is just a bit much.
Maybe this wasn't solved. Am I the only one, by the way, who thinks when he says the name Mammon, he's actually saying my mom?
Mammon would be the last demon with everyone crossing over to our plane. Mammon would need divine assistance. Mammon would need the help of God.
This is sounding less like demonic rituals and more like a guy who doesn't know how Yo Mama jokes work.
Mammon would need divine assistance. Mammon would need the help of God.
My mom's so fat she needs divine assistance from God to cross over into Weight Watchers.
Mama's a big old greasy hoe.
Cute.
Hey, don't talk about your mom like that.
His attack, though, as flies shoot out of his body, causing him to suffocate. Oh, I get it, because before he said he liked bugs, and now bugs killed him. Well, this is what happens when you use an irony coupon at O. Henry.
Oh. You really pulled O. Henry into this? Jesus. God, I haven't eaten an O. Henry's in forever. Or is that... See... Is there an O. Henry's near here? I'm interested. Hold on. Hold the phone. O. Henry's. Oh. Well, there is an O. Henry's. Okay. Yeah, there's a few O. Henry's. Okay. Yeah. God. Anyway.
Hello, dog!
Hello, Fresh. Hello, Fresh!
Hello, dog!
But you can't talk!
Of course I can talk!
Food can actually talk.
And I can be delicious, too!
What do you mean, Hello Fresh?
I mean I'm America's #1 meal kit, with easy seasonal recipes and pre-measured ingredients delivered right to your door! So all you have to do is cook and enjoy. I'm conveniently delicious and deliciously convenient.
I don't hear many talking meal kits, so you tell me how.
Gladly, it's home-cooked meals made simple. HelloFresh makes cooking delicious meals at home a reality, regardless of your comfort in the kitchen. From step-by-step recipes to pre-measured ingredients, you'll have everything you need to get a wow-worthy dinner on the table in just about 30 minutes.
What?
He's tweaking. He's tweaking, guys. He's having a nervous breakdown.
You can make deliciousness part of your week. Break out of your dinner rut with our 17 seasonal chef-curated recipes. each week.
Wow!
There's something for everyone, from family recipes to calorie smart and vegetarian, and fun menu series like Hall of Fame and craft burgers. HelloFresh is flexible and fits your lifestyle. Add extra meals to your weekly order, as well as yummy
I'm in the process
sides
of losing
like
weight.
bread and
I've lost
cookie dough.
Cookie dough is for cookies.
Easily
I've lost
change
about
your delivery
20
days,
pounds right
food
now. I'm
preferences,
happy
and
about
skip
that.
a week whenever you
But
need.
I know I need
Well,
to
that's
do.
amazing because I'm not a very good cook.
I know!
How?
Because I'm convenient, remember?
Oh, right.
Remember!
Yeah. My favorite meal is the cranberry apple pork chop. It's so easy to make and so delicious to eat. You can even add your own ingredients to mix it up a bit.
Tell them about the deal!
I have a deal?
You have a deal!
Here's a deal!
You have a deal!
Okay.
For $80 off your first month of HelloFresh, go to this address and enter Nostalgia80. Again, go to this address and enter Nostalgia80 for $80 off your first month of HelloFresh.
It's like receiving 8 meals for free!
That it is, HelloFresh.
Why are you talking to food? That's weird!
Don't talk to food, it's weird.
Be like me and go from saying hello fast food to HelloFresh. Go to this link and enter Nostalgia80.
No, I was gonna say tell that to Cyanide. Cyanide just won't stop talking to his chicken nuggets. He's just like, get in me. Get in me right now.
For $80 off your order today.
Seriously, don't talk to your food, it's weird.
Oh, come on. What's wrong with talking to food? If it's delicious and you want to be sensuous, it's like get in me.
So while the indestructible guy from the intro continues his journey, oh my god, that's so clever! Angela admits she used to see things when she was younger too.
Your sister embraced her gift. You denied yours. Denial is a better idea.
I abandoned her, John.
Oh my god, you're in jello! Oh, no, that's just awkward directing.
You do this, there's no turning back.
So it's a little confusing, but I guess by having her brush with death, her visions will become a lot more clear. So they decide to drown her. I've heard of crazier ways actors wanted out of a movie.
So do I have to take the rest of my clothes off or can I leave them on?
Leave him on.
John.
I'm thinking.
That's just a little I might accidentally kill you and these might be your last moments humor. On the plus side, my boner feels great.
Why water?
It's a universal conduit. Now ask me if there's water in hell.
So water in hell.
You know, this is fun trying to save my sister from everlasting damnation. We should really make it our Tuesday thing.
Jesus. You have to be fully submerged.
For how long?
As long as it takes.
And refrain from asking about my rubber ducky. I may fight.
I noticed that too. Like, John having a rubber ducky, he guarantee he just gets in there. He's just like, shut up.
Demons and hell spawns, but I will never take a bath without Mr. Quackums. Fun fact, if you almost drown in a bathroom, your bathtub explodes. Science. She gains clue-finding powers, I guess, and Constantine puts together that it was a half-breed named Balbazar who did it. Angela insists.
Balthazar. Balthazar. Not Balbazar. Balthazar. Sorry. But anyway, yeah, the Pentecostal coin, that's actually something that's very prominent, especially in Lucifer, because Lucifer's got one and he's always like seen flipping it like a poker chip.
Says that her crime-fighting insights would be useful, but Constantine refuses her help in this fiery scene that shows both their determination and their passion.
I'm coming with you.
You're staying in the car.
Oy.
Stop it! Can't you two see you're in love? Constantine breaks into Balbazar's place and starts making things holy.
Balthazar. Bless you. Bless you, my child, for you have been.
Okay, you get a badass cookie.
Yeah.
He tries interrogating him by performing last rites, meaning he'll go straight to heaven, which is a terrible punishment for him. Again, that's a pretty funny idea.
Yes.
Well, at least things can't get it.
I love that, and I also love the little thing at the end where he's literally just like got the book up here, and Balthazar's just like, or and John's just like has the book up here. And he looks down, and he's just like, by the way, you need to ask to be forgiven, asshole. And then he fucks off, and then she shows up, and then John blows his head off with the gun. Love that gun, by the way. That's a great gun.
Any sillier than that. Aside from recreating the opening to Howard the Duck, I'm just praying in one of those rooms Al Pacino from Devil's Advocate is there taking a bath so we can see some devil titties.
No!
Constantine goes back to Midnight and says he needs a certain chair.
Sure about this?
I don't care, I have blood diamond lines to memorize! He sees the journey of the spear and where it ended up as he snaps back into horrid reality.
Snap back to reality.
Horrid reality.
I just don't think that it's a great idea, you know, you going on a solo mission to save the world. That's my vote.
Might I also add, no, trust me, in a few years, this is all I'll be.
What are you doing?
Your credibility will need it. Angela wakes up where her sister died and is greeted by an unfriendly visitor.
Die! Please die! Kinda die! Give me a letter of recommendation saying I made you die!
At least applaud somehow I fit 30 bullets into this thing or die! Oh, I suck in this. Constantine turns the sprinklers into holy water by putting a cross in it. Don't think that's how it works. I mean, if a Mickey Mouse doll is dropped into a bucket of water, does that mean the water belongs to Disney?
In terms of it, there are crosses that are said to have that power. I think they're called the sacramental crosses. They have to be like officially blessed and ordained by the church, and it can only affect water in a immediate vicinity. It's like I don't know if it's like you drop one in the ocean, therefore the entire ocean is holy water. Therefore, any demons that are swimming in the water will immediately just like burn up. Which would actually be pretty hilarious. Because all of a sudden it's just like John. I could see John with a rowboat just rowing out into the middle of the ocean. Have one of those crosses, and he's just like, "See you later, assholes." Drops it in the ocean. Next thing you know, the depths of the ocean. You just see a bunch of demons just come up, flop belly up like a bunch of fish. I'm sorry. Oh gosh, that vision in my head just that made me laugh. I'm sorry. I have a very weird sense of humor, but that right there, I think that would be pretty funny. Anyway, sorry, back to this.
Who am I kidding? Yes, it does. As we partake in an action sequence so cool, you'll swear Blade already did it. Blade already did it.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, did I hear Shia LaBeouf doing better than me out there? That is not cool, writers! Angela is possessed by Mammon. You know, it's how well we get to know the villain that makes this film work. As Constantine tries fighting her, him, them off. I don't know demonic pronouns.
Memon is a he.
Kid. Chaz Kramer.
Yeah.
Oh no, I need a lot more Shia LaBeouf bashing than that. Just play it on a continual loop. Faster.
Oh Jesus, is this gonna be like Meat Reaper Madness?
I could watch this for hours. I will watch this for hours. So Shia gets axed off. One more for the road.
Damn it.
As Constantine discovers, it was Gabriel who helped Mammon gain his powers.
Each one of you granted redemption from the Creator. All of you. You just have to repent. And God takes you into his bosom.
Don't give me this pure flick shit. I have Shia LaBeouf smashing I could be watching. Squee. Jesus. She literally blows him away as he tries praying to the big man himself.
I'm not even welcome in your house. But I could use a little attention.
Are you there, God? It's me, John.
Which one? You play a John in every other movie.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus, that's right.
John.
Which one? You play a John.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't think about that. Keanu Reeves has played a John in like 10 movies. If you include all the John Wick movies, Much Ado About Nothing, Jonathan Harker, Johnny Silverhand, Johnny Utah, I knew that. Johnny Mnemonic. Wow. That's got to be a meme now. I'm going to make that a meme. It's just like, well, it's like Keanu Reeves playing a character named John.
John in every other movie.
Oh, the Constantine one.
Good night.
He decides to kill himself, cementing that he'll go to hell, but he gets a visit from the devil himself first. He's played by Peter Stormare, because I think we'd be concerned if a person like him didn't play the devil at some point.
Although I think Tom Ellis's version of Lucifer would work very well here. The sniveling, just bastard. The sniveling, snaky, oily bastard that we know from the Judeo-Christian lore, or from the Judeo-Christian Satan, is just... This is like a very, very good representation of him. I mean, the little cravat up in his top pocket, the suit, the white suit, the sunken in eyes, and of course, you know, just his mannerisms and his I love Peter Stormare as the devil so much. To me, he's probably one of my favorite parts of the film.
The one soul I would come up here to collect myself.
Don't make us regret this choice, movie. He danced in red spandex with penis-cutting scissors, and somehow that seemed more dignified. Johnson! So again, a little confusing, but if I'm reading it right, it looks like the devil wasn't aware Mammon was being set loose. Keep better track of your kids, Satan, and when he sees what's going on.
Well, I mean, honestly, that's the thing. I mean, like, the devil being unaware of what his children are doing, and that's the other thing too. And you see, this right here is like, now that I've watched Lucifer, I'm just like, since when did Lucifer get Amenadiel's powers? It's not worth thinking about. But anyway, him being aware of what Mammon is trying to do, and because Satan is obsessed with obtaining all of the souls of humanity, and basically, yeah, just
on, he banishes Mammon and sets Gabriel's wings ablaze. As a show of thanks, Constantine asks that Isabella go to heaven. Satan agrees, thinking he can drag him to hell, and wait, that was a selfless thing, wasn't it?
This one belongs to me.
Yeah, I'm sure most people flick the bird when entering the kingdom of God. Who does quality control in this shitty afterlife?
Hey,
Speaking of which, the devil drags him back by deviling, I don't know. Is he an...
Doug, you... okay. I mean, honestly, it showed, like, the devil pulling the cancerous masses. Like, you saw them in his hands whenever he had them there. Whenever he had them in his hand. Whenever he, like pulled his hands out of John's chest. You saw the cancerous tumors, masses, the tar from the cigarettes. Yeah, it was evident with that. But anyway, sorry.
And Angela wake up to find that Gabriel is human but wants to be sent back.
Do you want revenge? Do it. End my life.
That's a solid impression of everybody watching this movie right now.
Hey. No. I like this film, dude. I like it.
It's called pain. Get used to it.
Oh, I know I will when I read the reviews for Day the Earth Stood Still. Constantine and Angela think about being a couple until they realize they have no chemistry whatsoever. He goes from being a chain smoker to a gum chewer. That's moral progress. And even Shia gets one more scene after the end credits.
You did good, Ken.
I pity the poor schmuck who has him as a guardian angel.
Just do it! You can just see him on someone's shoulder. Those big ass wings. Like you got the little demon on one shoulder, Shia LaBeouf over on this shoulder, and the devil's just like he's like, you should do this here, and then all of a sudden the angel's just like, just do it, and the little devil's just like, actually, man, I'm a peace out.
Well, I'm off to blackmail someone so I can beat Mo Williams. Well, that's a sequel I'm glad I'll never see. Constantine is a pretty silly movie, which honestly would be fine if it wasn't so boring. The film weirdly takes its goofy setup way too seriously and forgets that you can be both dark and fun at the same time. Batman, Blade, and Dredd are all dark but fun.
Yes.
This is just long, dull, and lifeless. I'm glad everyone in this movie.
I'm sorry. Long, dull, and lifeless. I'm sorry. Oh god, I am a fucking child. Anyway, sorry. But, actually...
weirdly takes its...
Right, there's actually a slight thing. I watched I got the special edition of Constantine, and this scene right here, this demon right here who's getting burned, there was actually a subplot in the original cut of the film that saw John was involved with a demon. He was sleeping with a demon, and the demon was played by Bridget Monahan. Who later on, a couple years removed from this, went on to be in what was it, Eagle Eye, with Shia LaBeouf. And yeah, and to see that this is one of her first roles and where she started, yeah, this is interesting. It's very, very interesting to see how her career has progressed. Anyway, sorry.
Goofy setup way too seriously and forgets that you can be all dark but fun. This is just long, dull, and lifeless. I'm glad everyone in this movie went on to better things-ish, and their talents were discovered in better productions. Because man, there ain't no way in hell anyone's potential is shining here. I'm the Nostalgia Critic. One more time. I remember it so you don't have to.
I was gonna say, have Balthazar be Colonel Sanders. I imagine if Colonel Sanders played Balthazar. He's just like, John, I can't wait for you to get to hell. I'm gonna fry you up personally. Wings, thighs, calves, finger licking good. Jesus, oh, that'd be terrifying. So yeah, that was the Nostalgia Critics review of Constantine. I don't agree with Doug 100% on this. Doug raises some okay points about the consistency and also the way the film is edited and everything to be a little bit boring. But yeah, I get that. But for me though, I would say that this film is actually good. I liked this film. I thought it was easily like a 7, maybe 8 out of 10. I thought it was good, and I thought there were a few things that held it back from being great. But in terms of it, and knowing what I know about the Hellblazer comic series, it diminished it a little bit originally, but now looking at it as its own separate thing, yeah, it's actually pretty good. I gotta admit, this is actually pretty good. So, anyway, this was Constantine, the review from the Nostalgia Critic. Hopefully, what did you all think? Did you all agree with Doug's point on this, or did you disagree? I mean, feel free to let me know. So, yeah, I guess until next time, everyone, signing off. I'm Nate. I will see you then. Peace out.